Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, voice is shakedown. I done done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Turned up, Cinemax, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury.
A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. Finds some space, he's past the 30. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Coming out throwing is Baker. He's taking a shot on his first play. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete.
The ability to track the ball. But ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge game.
Throwing again is Baker. Couldn't connect there. Incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Wheel. Regular. Alert. Watch it.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. It's going to be a punt of 46 yards. And the Falcons will take over. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
That play clock was getting pretty low. Jim Harbaugh calls time. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Second down now, 7 to go.
79 Broncos. Let's go.
They go play action. Here's Penix. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A very productive play from the rookie QB out of Washington. That gets them a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, here's Penix. Into the hands of Pitts. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. Running left is Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And they had that one contained right at the line. Stopped that time by Jamel Dean. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. Play action, here's Penix. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the target's going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Johnson with a return here. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. Searches, packages and holding up. They're able to drop it. Dose of the hurry-up offense here. Another try following the sack. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Third and long, Mayfield. He's looking deep once again. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Let's go now. Go.
Penix on first down. He puts everything behind this one. And he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up.
Go. Let's go. Ready, ready?
Penix looking to pass. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Irving here from the gun. Broke through the tackle. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring out 2nd and 1.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. King.
From the 29. Culp with a catch. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Right back to Irving now. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. From the gun, Mayfield. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They are looking at fourth down, however.
Real.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Mayfield to throw for it. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Caleb Farley has it. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Trap 60.
Penix now on first down. Buys time, rolling right. He's on the move. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Hauled down by Christian Izien.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 39. It's into the hands of Mooney. And they get this down to the 28. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
19-9. Ready. Let go.
They go play action here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
33.
First and 10. Here's Mayfield. We'll just put this one into road C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second down, Mayfield to pass. Fits it through the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Red alert! Red alert! 20 right. Watch out!
Mayfield now, blitz coming. Completed over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First and 10 from the 41. Once again, Irving. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
King! Watch out!
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, Brock, that proved a little too tough to stick to. Turns out it was the right route to get a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, those corner routes can be some high risk at times, but big time rewards. Think about this for a second, Kate. We talk all the time about the efficiency of a slant route and in breaking, that angle breaking in. Right, higher completion rate, you're throwing something breaking in. You have a corner that breaks out. Obviously, the efficiency may not be there, but boy, touchdowns and big touchdowns can follow when the two stay connected.
And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. This is ahead for about 5. Devontae David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. Oh, this big guy is moving. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 2nd quarter lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point by Q is up and good. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Johnson now on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Up. Hey, alert.
Mayfield now from the gun. He's got it deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's the give to Irving. Has the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers earn the chance to tie before halftime. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers tie things up at 14. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
They motion the tight end over. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Pitts brings it in. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Johnson with a return here. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Real. Regular.
Throwing, Baker. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Well, it looks like the Buccaneers made a heads-up play. Got on top of that one for the recovery.
I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Trying again following the sack. That's to the sideline, and Evans has got it. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Point it right. King! Got it.
1st down, here's Baker. He's going deep. Big gain downfield. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Starting from the 5. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31. They go play action. Here's Penix. He throws a bullet to the center of the... This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And the Buccaneers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Up.
Pressure coming. Baker. He's trying to push the field. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Falcons make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
He's trying to go deep again. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Irving on the inside give. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from 48 on the left hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And they've taken back the lead. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Has him on the quick hitter. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Penix here from the gun. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Christian is in with the INT. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
On the give, this is Irving. And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Big gap up the middle. Room inside the 10. He's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers push their lead further to start the half. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers make it a 10-point ball game. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Got it, man. Robinson has it. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Hauled down by Christian Izien.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Bucks will be backed up pretty deep to start this drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Right side.
From the gun, Mayfield. And they pick him off again! Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth.
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded at the 7. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Going with Irving here. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Riley Moss with that tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He puts some power on a deep one left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's 3rd down now.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Hey, we're 33.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he drives it skyward, hoping to drop this near the goal line. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose! That right there might just earn him a one-way ticket to his coach's doghouse. He interfered with a fair catch, and that gives this offense a free 15-yard boost heading on the field. A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there.
Ready.
Penix on first down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Falcons will have a first.
60 Eagles, 60.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know it from the position of the quarterback, Kate. Sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Finds a seam down the middle. Again, he's got room. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a third-quarter lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. A fourth for him in this game, and one more ties the record. That one right down the middle. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Run.
Baker now from the gun. This finds Evans, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Point it right.
First and 10. Here's Mayfield. That one's complete, right side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Now a carry by Irving. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. No gain on second down, and they need 2 here on third. We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still with... Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
King! Up!
To throw, Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Desperation time here on 4th. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, Penix finds his target, Robinson. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here we go, set.
On first down, here's Penix. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Play action. Here's Penix. He's on the move. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it. Okay, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the fourth quarter when it really matters.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Johnson now on the return. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They're out and set. First and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. He lets one fly deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be second down.
Alert, alert. And alert 33.
Throwing again is Baker. That's going to be caught by Evans. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
It is cut left side. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now.
Smash. Reload.
Staying with Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing a 4th down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Absolutely crushed that kick, a full 70-yard punt. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Real. Regular. Watch out.
1st down, here's Baker. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Now it's Irving. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Setting up to pass. That pass complete to Irving. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Point it right. King.
He'll look to throw it. And that one is picked off. But wait a second. Oh, he came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete.
You know, that's a nice job by the defense, Kate, to actually use the 12th defender, and that is the sideline. That throw didn't give the receiver enough real estate to establish possession, and the defense understanding how to use the boundary.
Now to throw. He'll have the 1st down and even more. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All their timeouts left, but not much time itself. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Hey! Run.
Back to throw. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. He arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up 2nd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Here he is to throw. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Big moment coming up here for the Buccaneers. They're going for two.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal. So after thinking it over, they're lining up for two.
King! Up, up!
Baker throwing again. And it's incomplete. The defense makes a stand, and they'll keep a 1-point lead with only seconds to play. So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And the Falcons are all over the kick. That should just about wrap things up here.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final two timeouts.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official who signaled in just as that knee goes down.
So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. And they draw first blood against a division rival. On the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.
Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could.
I ain't never represented, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can plead a good for you.
Point blank, do what I could, man.
Hell no.
Keep it solid. Everything I got on new, it look like I got renovated. I'm cocky when I was just humble, they didn't appreciate it. Young, wealthy, and ratchet, I'm the hood motivation. On top of the world now, they tried to underestimate me. Get them glow, them fraudulent, you know you the truth. Get them glow, stop overthinking, these can't with you. Get them glow, standing on business in these Chanel shoes. Before I let her play with me, I'll go eat some jail food on gang. Stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, glow. Slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, glow. Two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, glow. No competition, these stale. Yeah, glow. Curbing my layers. Yeah, glow. Say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, glow. Keep running circles around these snails. Yeah, glow. And my bumping up in the jail on the gang, glow. Yeah, glow.